Hello, my friends, and welcome to some Brotato Danger 5. Hope you're all doing well. So, one of the most common requests that I have gotten now that we have finished the class guides to every single class on Danger 5 is to play some random class, random weapon runs. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to lay down a couple ground rules for how this is going to work. So we're going to pick a random class and then random a weapon within that class. And the first rule is that I have to try to use that weapon at least in some way. I don't have to get only all 6 of those weapons because of course we want to be able to actually build the character properly as we go, but I can't just sell the weapon immediately if it's not and buy something that's better for the class. Secondly, I will reroll if it's something like a bull or a character that doesn't benefit from the random weapon restriction here. I think that just won't make for very fun videos. If I'm just doing like normal Danger 5 builds, you could just watch my guide for those characters in that case. And finally, I'm going to be trying to go for win streak, so we're going to be doing as best as we can to win this. Because I'm posting these as videos, of course, there's nothing stopping me, I guess, from just not posting the losses, but so you'll just have to take my word for it that I am going to accurately report my win streak as we go. Alright, let's get right into it and see what our first character is. Hit random, and we've got the Entrepreneur. Okay, that is a difficult one to start with, because there are definitely some weapons that are very bad for the Entrepreneur. So here's hoping that we get something that gives us good harvesting. And the weapon that we've gotten is the Taser. Alright, so this is pretty good. Our damage is going to suffer significantly. We're going to be in an elemental build, but we do have some slows, and we get a lot of harvesting from the support weapon tag, which is then modified by the Entrepreneur boost. So let's get into it with the Taser. I think for my weapon guide, or for my class guide for the Entrepreneur, I believe I used spears, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh no, the Taser sucks so bad at killing trees, you have to, because the enemies just block you from actually hitting the tree. I almost got around them and was able to get them, but no such luck. Okay, so we want to roll for harvesting, and we only have 16 money, because you kill stuff really slow with the Taser. So I don't know if I can roll for harvesting. I think that might prevent me from buying a Taser. Let's do one roll here, and okay, good. So I guessed correctly about the amount of money that Tasers would cost, and we were able to buy some harvesting. We don't get to reroll, so we are going to be definitely behind on curve. I probably shouldn't have attacked that tree, because I wasted a shot. Oh, already not one-shotting some of these enemies, which is really rough. We're going to need to get some move speed here. At least we are starting to get some harvesting going. Okay, we'll take the elemental damage here. I would love to get harvesting, but we need to boost elemental damage, I think. It's going to be half as effective, but we still just need to increase this for our Taser. I'm going to buy the Peaceful Bee. That increases our harvesting as well. We don't care about the ranged damage. So let's do that, and I will roll, buy a Taser. We're going to roll again and lock in a Peaceful Bee, because we want to increase our harvesting as much as we can as early as possible if we want any chance of getting an economy going. I'm not going to lock the Broken Mouth, although I do want it. It's a very strong item. Actually, I think I am going to lock the Broken Mouth. The thing that we could really get in trouble with here is just not having the tanking stats to survive, and I think what we're going to have to do is just use our Tasers to keep us alive. Maybe buying the 2 elemental damage was a mistake even, and I should have just gone harvesting, because I don't think we're ever going to have the damage output to like clear enemies. We really should just be using harvesting. Yeah, we'll never kill that loot alien, so I'm not even going to worry about that. On the other hand, if we keep getting elemental damage, maybe we should just take it. Let's see if we can build some damage in this build. And then I'm definitely going to upgrade this. We want to upgrade our weapon tags as soon as we can, so I'm going to roll while we're still guaranteed weapons, because with support weapons you just want to upgrade get 6 of them as quickly as possible. That one costs 16 if I'm remembering correctly, so we should be able to buy if we roll again, but I could also just buy the Peaceful Bee. I guess I can buy the Peaceful Bee even after re-rolling if we don't find a taser, so this is fine. A little unlucky that we are behind on weapons. I would have liked to find one in either of those last 2 re-rolls, because the sooner you get to your 6 support weapons, the better. I'm going to try to remember to spend all my money every round, because we're on the Entrepreneur. That's something I kind of forgot to do in my guide. There is a tree there. I don't think we're going to be able to kill it in time. Let me... Okay, nice, I got it. Focus it down. Definitely taking this luck. That's super useful. And then here, I'm going to re-roll, looking for Harvesting. Or, I mean, if we keep getting these level 2 elemental damage boosts, I will take them, I think. And then re-roll this again, looking for Harvesting. Didn't get there, so I'm going to take just some luck, I think, over HP regeneration. Grab the Taser here, grab the Broken Mouth. Now, do I want to pick up a Torch? That would let me start using actual burning damage, which is really nice, but it also reduces my support weapon tag. I think we are not going to try to pick up a flame weapon until we actually see a flamethrower. So I'm going to just grab more Taser upgrades. Upgraded Tasers are pretty good because you get additional projectiles, which helps a lot. And then I will lock this propeller hat because we do want the luck. Roll again. Knockback is something that's actually kind of interesting on Tasers because slowing enemies and knocking them back does have some synergy. So I might even buy the boxing glove. I've never bought a boxing glove on purpose before, but this might be the one build where it makes sense. And we have to spend all our money out, so it's either this or just re-rolling. I think I'm still just better off re-rolling. Gonna lock this, and there's another burning effect. This is a pretty good one. But again, I think I just want to hold out for a flamethrower, and I will probably just buy 5 max HP here. I think I'll re-roll and see what else we can get. Okay, nothing. Maybe I should have just locked for the max HP there. But losing range on the Taser is actually a real downside. Yeah, we're still clearing okay, so I'm looking to get items that give us additional damage and give us flame, and in particular, things that let us spread flame are really nice, so if we get snakes, scared sausages, and so on, that could be really valuable. The high luck for this early is good. I do want more healing, so any sort of consumable healing we can get would be really powerful. Any health regen or lifesteal we could get. I'll definitely take the incendiary turret, even though it doesn't stack well with flame that your weapons apply. It still, I think, will help us clear, and the damage bonuses don't hurt it, so we can actually kind of do some engineering stuff as well. Incendiary turret in the early game is a really good way to add some wave clear to your builds. I think I do want to build some regeneration over lifesteal, just because Taser is such a slow attacking weapon, but we already have -3, so trying to build that up is difficult. I think it's still worth just grabbing the lungs here. Definitely take the fertilizer and this, and I'll roll. Snake is great. Obviously, very happy to see that. I am also going to, I think, on this build where we're just going for harvesting, I think I actually am going to take White Flag. I normally would never take this item, but we are just intending to survive and use our harvesting boosts to give us money rather than kill stuff. And then I'm going to reroll. I'm not going to take the engineering here. Reroll this as well. We wouldn't mind this elemental damage, but we really want to not lose move speed. That's very important. And then here, We won't actually be killing too many enemies, so I'm not too worried about the metal detector. I'm just going to keep re-rolling. Garden will be really good to keep us alive, so I'm going to grab that. Really looking for flamethrower. I'm looking for scared sausage. And then I'm just looking for max HP, dodge, armor, and regen. Both regen and lifesteal I think are going to be good, because we do have a ranged weapon, so the lifesteal is valuable in that sense, but also it's a pretty slow attacking weapon, so we probably want to supplement that with some regen. And we're basically just going to be a pure defensive build. I don't think we're ever going to kill an elite with this build. Kill that tree. No. I really would like to see a lumberjack shirt as well. That would help a lot, I think. I'm going to grab more max HP here just so we don't get one shot. And then this is really nice. We can buy some armor and dodge, buy some armor and speed, buy the garden, which will help keep us alive. I'm not going to buy wandering bot even on this build, I don't think. Great to see a lemonade here. Great to see a peaceful bee here. And I'll roll again, and we can upgrade our taser. Definitely buying warrior helmet as well, so we've just got the whole shop locked. I'm going to try to kill the eggs if I can. Or at least stomp the spawn. Because the more we have to dodge around, the worse things are. I guess if we just stack those guys up and then run to the other side of the arena, we should be okay. But dodging all the slashes is definitely could get us in trouble. And I don't have the consumable heal yet. Did kill that tree. Or the move speed to really easily dodge these slashes. These pacifist builds with taser are a lot harder to play than the pacifist builds with hand, because you don't get the extra harvesting from the hand's inherent harvesting, but the entrepreneur does go some way towards mitigating that by virtue of just having bonus harvesting already. Let's grab the chest here for armor, and then I'm just going to take more harvesting here. That's really good. We just want to increase that as much as possible. Going to still upgrade the tasers. Buy this. I'm looking for... Lifesteal is good. Attack speed is pretty good just for lifesteal as well. I'm getting level 2 tasers because the multiple projectiles can be really useful. You only get lifesteal from one projectile on multi-projectile weapons, I believe, but it's still pretty useful to just slow multiple enemies. Really need some move speed now is kind of the main thing. Since I took that warrior helmet, our move speed is pretty bad. I'm going to put the over-under on how many times I have passed with money left in the bank that I could have used to reroll so far at 4. I'm guessing I've done that in about half of the shops because it's such a hard habit to break. At least we're finding a lot of peaceful bees. That's really solid boost on this character. This incendiary turret is actually doing pretty good work too. Maybe I should have bought the engineering from that book that one time. Because this is giving us a lot of extra wave clear, especially with the snake. I'm going to pass on the wisdom here. And then I'm going to buy lifesteal, because that will help keep us alive. XP gain is still very good at this point in the game, even though we do lose lifesteal. I think I'm going to take the Bean Teacher and the Scar, because getting both of those means we'll actually get quite a lot of extra levels, which can help a lot. Let's buy this Ritual as well for lifesteal and speed. Roll again. I could lock another Bean Teacher. I don't think I'm going to do that at level 9, and also the more XP gain you buy, the less effective it is. But I will lock this garden because that will help a lot. Killing these things very slowly, but we can let our incendiary turret do some of the work for us. Starting to wonder if buying that knockback actually would have been good here. This challenge really makes you think about the game in very different ways. We are not going to end up with as much money as you usually do out of Wave 9, as you can see. Wave 9, usually a very good farming wave, but not going to be particularly good for us. That said, we are doing a decent amount of damage just because the incendiary turret is doing a lot of work. So, really glad I picked that one up. Making sure to pick up these consumables. Stay healthy. Should always eat your fruits. Lots of stuff on the ground, which there's only so much we can do about that, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to take 6% dodge here and not re-roll all this money, but that's okay. And then I will take max HP. I want to increase my harvesting as well, but we need to get our max HP high enough that we don't die when we go into the elite wave, which is coming up fast. Let's grab the Peaceful Bee here, of course, and armor. 0 speed is less than I want, but 10 armor already is quite good. We can buy the Garden. I'm going to pass on Tyler here, even though the Incendiary Turret is helpful. I think, well, it is some wave clear, but we've already got -2 engineering. I think I would rather just not worry too much about that. I'm going to buy this Taser and upgrade it. And do I want 10% attack speed? We have almost no attack speed. Only 3% lifesteal, though. So I think I'm going to pass on the small magazine because we're mostly just using that for the lifesteal. And here we get a flamethrower, which is really good for a couple reasons. One, of course, this is going to help us actually do some damage. And two, flamethrowers attack super fast, which means they're really good with lifesteal. We'll buy the coupon, buy the flamethrower, buy the cute monkey, because we don't use range damage. That can help us heal a lot. And then here, I'm going to buy the broken mouth as well. Do I want another level 3 taser? Like, do I care that much about upgrading these tasers? I don't think I particularly do. I'm going to pass on the wheat because it reduces our elemental damage. I don't think I'm actually going to lock anything here, even though we could upgrade some tasers. It's not, I think, that important. We really just need more harvesting and more lifesteal. Trying to spread fire around with our flamethrower. Flamethrower is another weapon that benefits a lot, actually, from range. So these elemental builds do actually gain quite a bit of utility from range. The Tyler that I passed on could have also had some additional utility if we'd gotten Scared Sausage, but since we haven't seen one of those yet, it doesn't work with that, of course. This is a really fun build to have gotten as my first random build. I don't know if we're gonna win, but I like elemental builds, and you often don't get to play them. So this one's really fun to get a chance to do that, and it really means like approaching the character quite differently. Grab elemental damage, but I think also isn't just impossible the way some builds would be. I think I'm going to take 20 luck over 15 attack speed. If my lifesteal is a little higher, I might just take the attack speed, but luck I think is going to be better for us here. And do I just want HP regen? I think at this point I'm actually just going to focus on lifesteal. Because we got a flamethrower, the HP regen that I bought earlier is kind of wasted. I'm just going to buy armor here so that we don't die, and I'll buy speed here to make it easier to avoid the elites. Let's buy this snake. I hope I haven't passed on a Scared Sausage. Sometimes I do that out of habit. A level 3 flamethrower is a lot better than a level 2 flamethrower, and I don't know if I need both, so I might sell the level 2 flamethrower to upgrade, because 2 flamethrowers is a lot worse than 1. Usually 2 is fine, but it does decrease our harvesting. I think I am going to grab both of them here, but it's very possible that it's correct to just make sure that our harvesting stays high and just go to 1 level 3 flamethrower. Here I am going to roll again, and going into the elite wave I need survivability. Let's buy the wings. It does decrease my elemental damage, but we will then upgrade that, and the speed is really good. Also, as I talked about, range is really important, I think. And I'll buy the spicy sauce, and I'm going to lock the lumberjack shirt, because we actually are having some trouble breaking trees. Let's get the fire on it and get this thing slowed down. This is one of the harder elites, I think, for us, because it attacks at range. So the fact that our tasers slow it does not matter as much as it would for other elites. Though with 2 sausages and 2 flamethrowers, we're lifestealing quite a lot and spreading fire a lot, so we're still at least doing decent wave clear while we're just running around the elite. Whoa, taking a lot of damage. Really need to get my lifesteal up, because right now our healing is quite poor. Trying to stay on... Whoa, did that badly. You want to move into where the rings are coming from. Trying to stay in the center of the arena so I can pick up consumables as much as I can. Here I am just going to grab the metal detector just for the luck, mostly, and we will take more armor here, continuing to just upgrade my defensive abilities. Grab taser, grab lumberjack shirt. Really looking for lifesteal at this point. That's the thing we need the most, although I'm very happy to take stone skin. We already have 15 armor, so that's a huge boost to our HP. Increasing our dodge also helps a lot, up to 30% dodge now. I'm going to buy out all of these items, so which one do I want first? I guess we probably don't need all the defensive items going into the next wave, because we're just going into wave 12. So I will start by upgrading the flamethrower, and then we are going to hopefully get more money that way from the wave clear, and then we can buy these defensive items later. Then I'll reroll, and great, we can lock this whole shop. If we live through this wave, I'm feeling pretty good. We've got most of the things that we need, and we have a lot of defensive abilities coming up. This is a tough wave, though, because our damage is so low that the speedy aliens are really... the ribcage guys are getting really fast catching us. We do at least have the slow from the tasers to help keep them off us, but with such poor damage output, it's quite difficult to keep them from catching up to me. And we don't yet have enough healing that I can just take those hits with impunity. Next, after this next shop, we should be able to much more easily survive situations like this. Also, obviously, I wasn't able to kill that loot alien, but that's fine. Alright, I'm very happy to take the ferry here. We don't have any HP regeneration, but adding in a bunch of it will help a lot. I'm going to recycle this because attack speed is really important to us, and here I'm definitely taking 4 lifesteal. That will get my lifesteal up quite high, and that is worth a lot. Let's grab this elemental damage as well. Just try to kill some things, even if not too many things. And I'm going to start with... I guess I'll just buy all of these. We get a free reroll. Bandana gives our tasers additional piercing, which is quite useful. Obviously, it doesn't matter for the flamethrowers, but the tasers piercing is pretty nice. So I'm going to buy the bandana. Do I want to combine to a level 4 flamethrower and go up to a 5th taser? That will mostly increase my damage output, just because most of our damage is coming from the burning anyways. Burning doesn't stack, and we have 2 snakes. So I think I'm going to do this. That I think is going to actually increase our overall damage output. Let me buy percent damage. It's still reduced, but we don't care about losing a little bit of range at this point. And baby gecko, incendiary turret, shady potion, all interesting. We don't have a gecko yet, so it's also worth 2 regen. So I'm just going to buy that because we have fairy. And then I'm also going to buy more luck because we now have 3 points of consumable heal, so that can be a real source of healing for us. yeah, the level 4 flamethrower is actually doing way better wave clear at this point than the 2 level 3s, so very happy I made that swap. Still would like a scared sausage if we could get one of those. But now that we have a decent amount of lifesteal and our damage is actually starting to catch up a little bit. The real hero of this run is the, like, 5 or so peaceful bees that we've gotten. It's giving us a lot of dodge, just keeping me alive, as well as, of course, all the harvesting, which is really important to this character's economy. Here's a way that we can actually kill stuff, so that's kind of fun. Now I can start building crit chance, and then that is really strong with the flamethrower, because it attacks so frequently. So let's actually roll and see if we can find some crit chance here. Yeah, gonna start boosting that as quickly as I can. I'm going to probably just by luck here, though, rather than reroll, because the rerolls have started getting really expensive. Let me upgrade these tasers for the same reason. It's just multiple projectiles, more chances at crits, and the crits are going to be good for our Giant's Belt. Still going to buy all these things, though. And then I'm going to reroll. Great, sunglasses is perfect. I actually don't need to build damage at all anymore. We're just looking for crits. Do I want the weird ghost? It's very cheap. And we have good lifesteal, but we are going into wave 14, which is one of the more dangerous waves. We do have 16 regen, so I think I'm okay to do that. Let's buy this coupon as well. Increase crit chance and elemental damage. That's perfect. So, great find there. With 17% crit chance, the Giant's Belt will actually help a lot against elites. Oh yeah, I forgot we also have 2 Gardens, so we were very safe to buy Weird Ghost there. Heal up very quickly. You can see how quickly we heal from our lifesteal, because Flamethrower is just so good at that. That is one advantage to having 2 Flamethrowers, and if we find another one, I will take another one, just to make sure that we're attacking very frequently. And now that we have the Giant's Belt, I can actually swap into just any rapid-firing weapon I find. It doesn't need to be an elemental weapon specifically. Because the only thing that matters is that we're outlaying critical hits. Oh, I'd love to kill this. There we go, loot alien. As long as I'm getting tons of critical hits, then I'm going to be killing stuff. Gonna recycle that, of course. I'll still take elemental damage here, I think, rather than roll for more crit chance. We should be able to get crit chance as we go. Losing out on some lifesteal, but we do get luck and dodge. I think that's worth it. Let me grab this taser. Roll again. Gonna roll this again, because I don't think Triangle of Power is the way to go for us. Very happy to just take a Garden here, though, and... Do I want head injury? I think I'm going to pass on it. I think we really are just going to go for the Giant Belt as our sort of only damage output, and I will still upgrade tasers, because like I talked about, more projectiles is really good, and the alien eyes are good for the same reason. Fuel tank gives me more elemental damage. Ugly Tooth synergizes pretty well with tasers. Strange Book is kind of fun. We've got just the 1 incendiary turret. If I had more, I might take the Strange Book, but as is, I think I'm just going to pass on it. Just not worry too much about our engineering at all. Especially just because any elemental damage we buy is halved. But at this point, we're firing so many projectiles that we should be able to kill stuff just with our Giant Spell. I'm really excited to get into you know, more different kinds of Brotato content. Obviously, I've really enjoyed making the class guides, but now we get to move on to sort of the next chapter. I want to say thanks again to everyone who has watched all my class guides, and hope that you enjoy these random runs and stuff like that. If you have ideas for mods you want to see me play, or other types of runs you want to see me do, definitely do let me know. Very open to suggestions there. Also, something that's been kind of funny is playing these, grab the armor here, I think, because it's also worth HP. Playing these Brotato videos, and then all the comments are like super supportive and really friendly, and then doing Baldur's Gate videos, and everyone is super hostile because I called their very favorite build bad or whatever. Just a funny contrast between the two communities. Definitely taking this, even this late, I think it's still quite good, and I will take this regeneration potion as well. More piercing is still better, and more crit chance is good. Let's reroll, see if we can get any more. More crit chance, great, and yeah, I think Recycling Machine will still be worth it. One fun thing about Recycling Machine with Entrepreneur is you get extra money from recycling, and if you have, and a discount, so there is a breakpoint when you have enough coupons and Recycling Machine that you can actually make money by buying and then recycling weapons. It's not infinite money because you would still have to pay the reroll fee, which will quickly outpace it, but it's worth keeping in mind as an option for the character. Just a fun gimmick that this character can get. You see, we're really starting to clear through these waves pretty effectively, actually, just from the Giant's Belt crits, and our elemental damage is not amazing, but it's okay. Doing 18 damage a tick, we'll kill stuff slowly. Ooh, this is great. 10 elemental damage. I guess it's only 5 for this character, but we want that and we want luck. And alloy I will definitely take, even though we do want to boost our dodge. The crit chance is so important. Lure as well I'm going to take, and then I'm actually going to take a little more lifesteal here. I want to boost my lifesteal just a little bit, up to 15 or so happy to see that. And attack speed will help a lot maintaining that lifesteal as well. Let's buy out this whole shop. Roll again. Very happy to just keep buying these energy bracelets forever. And community support is going to be great. More armor, yes please. More luck, yes please, indeed. And nothing else here that we want. So we should be able to kill this elite just using the critical damage from the Giant's Belt. So I'm just gonna try to focus it down with my flamethrower as much as I can and make sure that we're hitting it with as many crits as we can too. 1% damage every time, you know, it's not a ton, but that's just, we just need to hit it 100 times with a critical hit. Trying to stay at the maximum range of its charge so that we're always focusing it, but it never catches up to us. And there we go. I was not expecting to kill elites on this character, on this build, but we were able to thanks to the Giant's Belt. Definitely recycling this at this point. It's also just worth a lot, and I'm recycling this as well. Sure, I'll take Bloody Hand. This is an excellent item for us, even with our halved damage. Percent damage will help, and of course, getting up to 30% lifesteal is great. We can remember when I took minus enemies. Well, I'll definitely still take positive enemies here. More elemental damage for sure, but mostly what we want is crit chance. And let me grab more cute monkeys. That helps keep us alive. Cyclops worm is still good. I'm going to take the head injury just because it's cheap. Anvil, great. I mean, even at this point in the game, that will still be a decent amount of upgrades. And obviously attack speed and luck. We do lose elemental damage for buying the Lost Duck, but I think that's okay. And buy the leather vest, buy the gecko, buy the bait. and then we can't afford to reroll. I could try to like buy and sell the stick, and that would actually, I think, make us money, but we'd have to combine one of our tasers to have the slot for it, so it's not worth it. We just want to be attacking as often as possible with as high a crit chance as possible, so just attack speed and crit chance, and then defensive stats are all we care about right now. With 30% lifesteal, though, I feel like we should be in really good shape. I would definitely buy like a minigun or obviously a Gatling laser or chain gun or whatever that showed up, and a second flamethrower I would absolutely buy as well. I believe it was correct to combine the flamethrowers when we did, but since we got the Giant's Belt afterwards, it worked out like it would have been better not to have combined them. But you can only make decisions with the information you have. It's very important in games not to be what's called results-oriented. You want to always make your decisions as though you want to judge your decisions based on the information you had at the time, not information that you acquired later. Let's roll again, and I'll just take some attack speed here. I was looking for crit chance, but attack speed is good. The rocket launcher will let us apply crits a lot, but I just want things that attack quickly rather than in a large area. I don't think that the hunting trophy is going to pay for itself. I am going to take the sad tomato because our HP regeneration is actually starting to get pretty good. And I'll definitely take more dodge. Lifesteal. Wow, this is getting really interesting, these later rounds. I'm going to take the medikit here of these options, and I think I'm going to pass on the other three. Obviously great economy items if we'd gotten them a little earlier, but we didn't. Do I want to upgrade my taser? I guess I do, so I'll lock this. Sad Tomato seemed good to me because obviously we'll heal that missing HP back up really quickly thanks to our high lifesteal. And having some more HP regen can be really important. This is still, even with the Giant's Belt, fundamentally a pacifist tanking build. Because it's going to take us so long to kill elites and bosses that we really need to have the sustain to stay alive while we're doing that. But luckily, with 40% dodge, with very high armor, and with a ton of HP, we do. Take the Dangerous Bunny here. I'm going to recycle the riposte. I'll buy the Shady Potion. And then here I'm going to reroll this. I'm looking for crit chance, I think, mostly. So I'll just buy max HP here. That's fine. Upgrade here. Buy the Whetstone. Roll. Second Flamethrower is great. This is what we were talking about. We just want this because it will let us apply crits more often. I'll take the move speed as well, and not going to take the bait because we're going into wave 20. Reroll there. Oh, hey, it's a scared sausage. Well, this will increase our damage output still, so still happy to see that. I'm going to pass on the Lost Duck and roll again, looking for just anything that will increase our crit chance or whatever. Spider seems pretty good. It does reduce our dodge, but damage and attack speed is fine for us. And, oh, I would have loved to grab the handcuffs at this point. I could recycle an item for them, but I think I'm just going to buy the tree here. Reroll. We would have happily taken Insanity and Metal Plate if we'd seen those earlier. Kind of a weak last chop, but overall, obviously, our build is so strong, I'm not too worried about it. As you can see, we're getting these crits on the enemies, and they are starting to take quite a lot of damage already. Trying to line them up so both my flamethrowers are hitting both bosses. Because we just need to crit each of them 100 times. Slightly less, actually, because of course we are actually doing damage to them with our attacks, but fundamentally the goal is to just hit them with critical hits and cost them a percentage of their health. Then we go get the other one. And there you have it. Alright, so that is my very first random Danger 5 run. Do let me know in the comments if you liked this premise and if you want to see more of this, but also let me know what else you want to see. Very open to suggestions as to what to keep going with for Brotato videos. This makes 1 win, so we are on a 1-win streak, so that's kind of nice. We'll see what we get next time. Alright, my friends, thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, of course, do feel free to leave a thumbs up, comment on the video, love that, and subscribe to my channel for more of this and other strategy game videos. Cheers, my friends. Good game.